Hi there, I'm Nina Robert, and this is the Success Catalyst podcast, where we build dreams episode by episode. Today, my guest is Athena Todd, a visionary advisor with over 16 years of expertise in blending Eastern and Western business strategies. Athena's innovative approaches have significantly boosted companies' ROI by 50%, making her a trusted advisor to organizations worldwide. As the co-founder of Launch Lab Academy, Athena has trained over 1,000 coaches globally since 2018, leveraging AI-powered marketing to save time and enhance efficiency. Her outstanding contributions have earned her prestigious awards like 2016 Difference Maker of the Year and the 2024 Global Recognition Award. Athena's journey as an expat entrepreneur showcases her resilience and creativity in overcoming challenges and building successful personal brands. Today, she is dedicated to helping expat entrepreneurs and startups achieve what seems impossible. Wow, I feel like this episode is going to be one of a kind. Welcome to the show, Athena.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you so for having me. So it's a pleasure to be on the show and share the story with your audience today.
Oh, I would love to hear more about your story, how you help people with. There's a lot to learn for sure. So, Athena, your work blends Eastern and Western business strategies. Can you tell us a few differences between these two perspectives?
Well, let's just say, I'm originally from Taiwan, so when I come to the United States, of course, just like a lot of foreigners is coming for the college. So at the time, I know I have, since my upbringing in the Eastern culture, have trained me to be resilient and disciplined in the way when I, enter to a new country, I immediately have to use it right away, right? Because you're in a new country when you don't know anybody, and then you have to be able to stand out from the competition. Because just talk about the job itself, running a business. How do you get yourself known with the young face? Well, a lot of people think I'm still young, but I'm close to 50. Just so
Wow, okay.
some people might think I'm still in my 30s, so I can kind of fool in the job market if I need to be, but hopefully I don't have to go back to that. So that's kind of what I'm saying is how do I stand out from the competition is to be different
Mhm.
than everybody else because I have the trait from the eastern part of it, and I quickly adopted the Western creativity and think outside of the box. And when I put those two together, it doesn't matter where I go, it enhances the company. And that is the value. A lot of companies that hire me see that part of in me because a lot of their clients just look at nowadays. It doesn't matter what industry you are in, the property management, and any a lot of like retail, a lot of audience, the clientels are all global now. So
Mhm.
people want to know how do they communicate with people from the other side of the world, their culture, the verbiage, the language. What is the problem? What is the solution they're looking for? What's been said is what not being said. Is it something they need to know without being said? So that's what the cultural part of it becomes so important because cultural is subtle. A lot of
Mhm.
times, people, especially for Asian, your Asian audience will know this.
Yeah.
When we say yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean yes. Yes is because we're polite.
Oh, okay.
A lot of time, yes doesn't necessarily mean yes. It's the subtle body language that will tell the person actually what they are really communicating. So those are the part of the nuances I'm able to pick up from and helping the company to integrate their client experience and the company's product and services. That's how I am able to increase that 50% for a lot of companies I work with.
Wow, that's incredible. You said you helped companies increase their ROI by 50%. That's just incredible, amazing. So, can you tell us more about some of the most effective strategies you use to drive such impressive financial improvements?
So a lot of time I'll share this story with your with your audience. So when I first this was my past career because a lot of time with our past career we were able to transfer to whatever we're doing right now, and this was exactly what I used when I got hired as a manager for a 432 apartment unit for student apartment complex. It was a large apartment complex and was in trouble. It
Mhm.
was 2 months before all the students are going to move in. And then the apartments only 71% leased up. That means at
Mm.
this stage of their apartment leasing, they should be almost 100% or should be already filled up. And
Yep.
they're at 71%. So I was hired to quickly save the crisis. So I had to do the market analysis, compared, okay, who is still looking for the apartment, who is, what kind of the resources that we have.
Mhm.
Because during the summertime, a lot of students are already gone because they already booked the apartment. They're gone. They're gone for vacation back home, and they're just waiting to come back when school starts. So there's really literally nobody in town. So go through those marketing analysis. I was able to spot who are the people are doing the last minute shopping, because that this late in the game, I was targeting late night shopper, that people are, just
Mhm.
try to find an appointment at the last minute. So that's how I was able to spot who are our audience at this late time shopping, and then who can we target? Where are they located at? So that's kind of where I was able to use in marketing analysis to be able to find the spot, and then to have a laser focused marketing plan just geared towards those type of audience. That's how I was able to lease up in several months.
Wow, that's so creative. And I love what you say, laser focused on to cater the right service to the right audience. So you have to know your clients first. You have to know what's the pain point, what their behavior is like. So like last minute shoppers or last minute like searching for something. Yeah, I need it now. I need it now. You need those people because they will take action immediately. That's
Yes.
brilliant. I love it.
Yes, and you also need to know where they are too. You'll be able to find them. So that is, so know the problem, know the solution you can provide it to them, and you need to know where they are at.
And I think with such amazing technology that we have access to nowadays, this is not as difficult as it may seem because we can literally source or parse whatever information we need. We just need to ask the right questions, right?
Hmm.
About the audience, about the problem, and about the best way to deliver or to cater the right service for them.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So
Beautiful.
the clarity first, yeah, definitely to know where to look.
Amazing. I know that you also train coaches, and so far you've trained over 1,000 new coaches at Launch Lab Academy. What are the key challenges they face, and how do your AI-powered marketing strategies help them succeed?
Good question. Good question. So, in the very beginning of my coaching career, I thought I'm only gonna attract Asian coaches
Mhm.
like me, just because we don't really know who else is going to listen to you, because you probably can just coaching the people that just like you. Not until I start doing my marketing, because this is part of the testing market too. Just we got to start somewhere, and that is fine. That's what everybody started. We all starting somewhere, taking action and correct it as we go. That's a golden nuggets, not only
Mhm.
coming from me, it's coming from a lot of successful entrepreneurs for your audience. So this is part of the golden nuggets. Take action, and you modify as you go, and you start gaining more clarity as you taking your action. So that's exactly what I did. I started with targeting Asian, cross-cultural Asian, and I got popping here and there a little bit, until later on I realized in my marketing material, I started actually attract more people across cultural, in the European country. And
Okay.
I started wondering why, until I realized because I'm more exotic to the people who are complete opposite of my culture.
Hmm.
If When I'm targeting the Asian culture, they only see me as a trauma. Why? Because when we grown up as an Asian, what we call disciplines are pretty hardcore. So when we get disciplined through our parents, if any of your Asian audience would know, those discipline, those spanking are hardcore in Asian culture. So when they hire or if they are looking for coaches, they do not want to hire an Asian coach,
Mm.
only to remind them their childhood trauma they have with their parents, right? Because we're all trained in that hardcore discipline.
Yes.
So that at that moment, that's when I realized, oh, because when I put in my marketing material out there, my message out there, I'm start attracting to more European cross-cultural. And I realized, oh, okay, is because I'm have more like a different cultural background. They are attracted that part of me, the how I can face the challenge and then overcome my challenges and able to come up and the especially I don't speak perfect English, and that's how they see me too. They don't speak perfect English, and they see me still thrive, and they see me still keep showing up, and then because my imperfection give them the hope that they
Okay.
can do it too.
I love that. And I think at some point also you provide a new perspective. You look like the new point of view that they don't have. So they need that exotic point of view, as you said.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
love
The
it.
Eastern part of it, because they're from Western culture, right? So they need the Eastern part of the influence.
Definitely. Wow. I love this perspective. I've never really thought about it this way, but it makes so much sense. Like sometimes when I talk about my ethnic background, I'm Arabic originally. When I talk about my ethnic background, people change their way and their behavior towards me because they see me as something outside of the box, something exotic, something with a new, like a fresh pair of eyes, a new way to look at things. So probably new kind of solutions.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
got it.
Wow.
Yes.
I love it. So now, I mean, you are an expat entrepreneur, and this is fascinating. And I think like we can never get enough success stories about expat entrepreneurs because lots of us are out there like moving abroad, maybe studying abroad, and eventually starting a business as an expat. So, what unique challenges have you faced as an expat entrepreneurs, and how have these experiences influenced your approach to building a personal brand?
It's more like, oh, geez, where do I even start, right?
Oh my God.
And the expat challenge start at the moment you entered the country.
Yes.
Don't you agree? Right? I'm sure your audience, if you're expat, you will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
But like that is just for life in general. But for the business aspect of it, I gotta say, my very very first challenge in the past when I started my real estate investing business, that was when I was in 29. If your audience think I'm probably look like in late 30s or mid 30s, just
Mhm.
imagine, almost 20 years ago, I look like 15 at the age of
Wow.
29.
Wow. So
And
that means nobody took you seriously, I guess. Yeah.
exactly. When I'm out there networking, when people see this face, they
Hmm.
would think, oh, how cute. You try to buy the house for your mom and dad.
Oh my
And
God.
to the point, I know that doesn't work because my face giving away, right?
Yes.
So that's why I say, okay, I got to find partners that looks much older than me or as a male, because real estate investing world are, let's just be honest, predominantly male, right?
Yes, that's
And then
true.
so at least 20 some years ago, it was still pretty true to that. And another reason why I know is because when I out there networking, talking with private investors and private funding people, they're all males. And I remember one appointment very, very vividly. Before I even opened my mouth, I just walked towards the guy. Oh, I did not expect you to be a female. And I did not
Oh,
expect you to be this young.
wow. Okay.
Can you imagine? I hadn't even opened my mouth. And
Yeah.
that's was the moment I know I got to figure something, appearance wise, okay, I cannot change my appearance, but there's something I can do about it, right? So that's how I learned. I know, don't laugh. I went on YouTube
Hmm.
and I Googled to how to make myself look like an older lady.
You know, I am not surprised because at some point in my life I did kind of the same thing.
And
I
the
look
same thing.
than I am. And a few times when I went networking or even went to see like a CEO that was hiring me to be their business advisor or something, and I would knock on the door and like the receptionist would say, "Oh, are you looking for an internship?" Oh my God, okay. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I remember one point in time, I have learned to put my hair up like how the, mid-aged women would
Yeah.
pull their hair up to the top and then look like a little bun. And then I literally have one woman, came up to me, she said, Athena, I hope doesn't offend you, but I was just curious, why do you make yourself look old? And that's exactly I responded to her. If I don't make myself look old, would you take me seriously? And
Hmm.
she went silent.
Yeah.
So I know you cannot be people's perception or social norm. So that is fine. And you know how I work around it later on?
Hmm.
I stop go out to network. I let my partner go out network. I will be I'm moving from the front end to the back end. So I
Okay.
will be the one analyzing the deal and close the deal. I even have one this realtor that is had the most most leads in this town, and to this day, he still had no idea who are this investor keep buying things from him to this day. Because he wanted to meet me in person. It's like, well, we're going to talk business. If we're going to keep doing business for a long term, you know, we
Hmm.
should meet. And I said, I don't want to meet you because I know the moment I meet you, you're completely changing your perception about me. So I don't want to meet him. But what I did tell him though, I said, I'm very busy looking a lot of deals from different parts of the country, not country at the time, different parts of the United States.
Hmm.
So, I want to spend my time focused on analyzing the deal. So just give me the deals, I'll analyze it. If the number makes sense, I'll buy it. So in his eyes, I'm a very busy Chinese investor.
Hmm. Okay. Makes
So
makes
that's how I
sense.
get around it. But that's how I was able to get things done. And this is what I meant by being expat entrepreneur. We have to think outside the box constantly, constantly.
And also stay flexible and adjust to this new culture, to, as you said, perception
Mhm.
that other people have of you. So it's not just about yourself, your self-image, your background. You also need to adjust and need to stay flexible and to adapt to whoever is in front of you, whatever they need to be in front of you or not. Sometimes they don't need to be in front of you, but yeah, we just make do, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's so fascinating. I resonated so much with your story because I had similar experiences so far. I still have similar experiences. People still think I'm a student sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, like, do we are we still there? But yeah, I mean, eventually, I guess in 20 years we will still be grateful, you and I, for being younger than we are.
That's right. That's right. It's better
Wow.
to keep our youth. We'll
Yeah.
use that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Now I want to talk about AI marketing. I'm becoming more and more passionate about AI these days, and I want to know more about how AI in marketing is so transformative for businesses. So, can you explain how AI saves time and boosts the effectiveness of marketing for new coaches and entrepreneurs in general?
So this is the beauty of the AI that I love, is because as we know, we only have 24 hours a day, each one of us.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the AI, I know there's some program out there, AI out there can clone, but some of them are not. You just let's just say not all AI tools create equal. So
Mm-hmm.
there's some of them are decent, some of them are not. So there within 1,000 or billions, I don't know how many is out there right now, is how do you choose the right AI tool that
Mm-hmm.
can actually get the result that you're looking for at the stage of your current business? Because if you're trying to implementing the business strategy where people are uber successful, then the beginning stage of the business can crash because they don't have those resources,
Mm-hmm.
connection, or funding to run those full-blown marketing campaign like big dog, like Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, all those big, big name out there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is kind of why the how we come in place is kind of help them create bring them into that clarity of their current stage of the business, what exactly the implementation stage, the step they need to take, and then we look at what AI tools can help them speed up the process at their current stage of the business. So that way they can see the progression, right? Because that's kind of what people want, is they see there's a lot of success out there. They want to be just like that.
Yep.
But everybody got to take the necessary step together. So that is kind of how we help them, bring them into that concrete steps to help them gain clarity where they at right now and the problem they have, the solution we can help them solve, and what AI tool that we can fuse it into their business. if because most of the startups, the number one problem is lead gen.
Mhm.
So how we help them create the lead generation is, the front end of it is using AI powered personal branding, because the AI cannot really brand you. I mean, we know we can clone. I can clone Athena. However, people can tell, at least
Mhm.
right now, technology, the way they are right now, is you can still tell that as is AI. So people with the AI is so saturated, at least from, you can see AI here and AI that, people are craving for the natural human interaction, like you and I talking. So they
Mhm.
still like that part of the human interaction. So we leave the front end of the AI, the front end of the personal branding, but we using the AI to kind of help us process a lot faster. Just like after the recording we're done here, we can technically using the AI tools to extract the
Yeah.
transcript out of this video.
Mhm.
We can have AIs to summarize what we have talked about. What are the key points of this, the things that we have talked about? That's how AI can do to help you, cut down the mundane tasks the human don't want to do, but we can leave it to AI to finish. And then so that is how I can see people can use the AI to help them speed up the process. And of course, when the people are going out there and networking and talking to other people and marketing themselves, they also got to have the back end of engine to sort through the leads, right? So that's
Mhm.
where we come in when we are helping the business owners, coaches to create a simple lead gen automation and integration. So they can be out there talking to other people, because this is the part that AI cannot replace them,
Yep.
but they can let the AI to run the back end of it. So that's where we come in.
That's amazing. And I think, I mean, I've been learning a little bit about ChatGPT and other AI tools, and there are so many options. And I think one of the most important things that I'm looking for as a coach is the um, the the capability of an AI to integrate whatever I already have as data, as personal branding, my emails, my social media content, everything else, and then integrate it with my plans, my goals, my clients' pain points, and then generate content for me. And then it's up to me to go there and shoot the video or talk about it, or just schedule the article that AI wrote for me. So it's really about integrating what is human, what I've already done, with the best way possible to optimize this and to use the right hooks, the right hashtags, the right words, whatever it is that AI can do better than me. And I think um, it's important to think of AI as an assistant rather than as a representative of my brand, myself.
Exactly, exactly. That's kind of why we always, our belief is always human in the loop. So not just the pushing the button, AI do everything for me, at least not at this stage of our AI development. But we are currently, especially starting this year until probably the next 5, 10 years or so, is going to be heavily on the AI integration. Because last year, a lot of people started just playing tools and try to figure out this tool, that tool, and that tool, but they don't really know exactly how to link in properly to have a streamline of the process. So this year, it's all about a lot of businesses are starting to get an idea. Oh, this is the time to integrate. And if they're not right on this wave of the trend, a lot of businesses probably will see they're starting to get behind, and then that is when people are panicking. It's like, oh shoot, now it's a survival for
Mhm.
business. I gotta integrate it, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
we gotta be ahead of the trends, right? If we want to, thrive in this very competitive market.
Absolutely. I want to talk more about trends, Athena. So, what other emerging trends in coaching and business in general excite you the most at the moment? And how are you preparing to incorporate these trends into your work at Launch Lab Academy?
So that is exactly it. I'm actually are training our team. We're gonna be preparing doing a hybrid coaching model. So
Okay.
we are gonna be part of it. Gonna have clone Athena, gonna be part of the coaching on the part of the program that is gonna be repetitive, like the courses. That
Mhm.
part of it could be automated. So I don't, because I don't have to say the same thing over and over and over again. So that part can be automated. But then that will free me up from the implementation side of it. So where I can put our student on a hot seat coaching Q&A, because that particular part I would like to personally helping the customer instead of having AI do all that. So that is part of what we see the hybrid. And then another part we are going to be the part of the future trends that we're seeing, just kind of like you and I are doing right now. There will be a lot of business collaboration in this world. We don't need to have more individual businesses. It's a time to collaborate, integrate it, to make our little small business to be more effective and then create better impact when we work collaboratively together. And that's how I've been seeing a lot of event hosts, podcasters, they're all going out there. People are getting their name out there. So this is kind of how I see it. When people are collaborating, they can see part of what they do complement the other person, and they can actually helping more people create a better impact and ultimately make this world the better place.
Amazing. Wow. I love it. And I'm like more and more excited about AI as you are speaking, because there's a lot to get from AI, and we still like haven't even grasped the power that AI is providing us with. And as you said in the beginning of this episode, we only have 24 hours a day. So it's really important to know how to delegate. And if we can delegate it to AI to really do it in the most optimized way, best way possible, why not? Why waste time to do things over and over again? As you also said, like you don't have to say the things over and over again. You can just delegate this to AI and focus on improvising, focus on answering questions, and focus on being more relevant and more present with your client directly.
Exactly, exactly. So, like another part of what we're going to be developing, because it's only 2% of the business are actually implement AI effectively. 2% in the world right
Wow.
now. So that is part of that we're going to be coming in as an AI consultant, is to help making the workflow run
Mhm.
a lot smoother for the company. So we're going to start with the lead gen workflow. That could be their outreach workflow, nurturing their clients or prospect workflow, and the booking workflow.
Okay.
All those kind of the thing. Each little thing has its own workflow, and the social media management workflow. Those are all under the marketing part of the segment of workflow. So that's kind of how we have seen when this is going to be a much needed area for small business and medium-sized business. So that's what we will be going in to help out and creating a workflow. So as you know, productivity go up, so does profitability, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I love this. So, Athena, tell us more about how we can work with you at the moment. Do you have any events coming up or any way that we can contact you and work with you?
Sure, of course. So for those of your audience, like to at least know how to run the front end of the marketing, I encourage them to come to the July 31st webinar. If you know, or we do have other webinar coming up in the mid-August. If you're not able to catch up on July 31st, then come join our mid-August webinar for AI Power personal branding webinar. Just send me the email. I think Nina has the way, put it in the chat or in the description how to reach out to me. And
Mhm.
so you can just basically your subject line, you can just say Nina, and then I know exactly where you're coming from and what you're here for. So that would be really helpful.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Athena, for sharing this. I'll make sure to add all your social links, your website, and info about your upcoming events in the description of the episode. So if you are listening to us today, and if you happen to have listened to us after July 31st or mid-August, don't worry, you can always contact and reach out to Athena via her social links or her website. I'll make sure to add all this in the description of this episode.
That's right.
Perfect. So, any final words to our listeners today, Athena?
I would say be courageous. Go out there. Now is your time to shine.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. Take action and then adjust as you go, as you said in the beginning. Amazing.
Exactly. You
Thank you.
only live life once. You might as
Oh,
well make
yeah.
it.
Yeah, great reminder. I love this, Athena. Yeah. Thank you so much for being such an amazing guest today. I learned so much about AI, about marketing, about personal brands, about expat entrepreneurship, lots of success stories that you shared with us, Athena. This was like one of the best episodes I host on the Success Catalyst. So thank you for being an amazing guest today. Thank you to all our listeners to have listened to this episode. This was Nina Roberts in the Success Catalyst, and we'll see you again next time.